going to be a very good outfielder with a very strong arm. Is probably where he's going to end up. But I think what friends of mine that saw him a lot loved most of all was the passion, the fire. They love, you want a guy. He talks about Pete Rose. He talks about the right guys who play the game, and that's the way he plays. He plays with a lot of passion, a lot of fire. He's a 16-year-old kid, and yet, I mean, he has the right guys. Run out of the batter's box thinking everything is a double.
Peter, I couldn't agree more. And again, I think when I look at this young man, the one thing that jumps out to me is the fact that this kid has got the biggest power in the draft. And I think that is an absolute fact and no-brainer that this kid is going to hit with power. When I look up there, the future grades for me, he's got 2 sevens. 7 power. He's 30 home runs, 35 home run future. He's got a huge arm. I agree with you. I think this is a guy that is eventually going to play the outfield probably right out of the gate. They are biting down on the power. And that grade might be light when you look at it. And this kid likes to play. He's got a lot of energy. And I think this is not going to be a kid that is just going to fly through the system. They're not starting this boy at AA. He's 17 years old, guys. It's going to take him a little bit of time.
But he's already got a jump on a lot of people by using a wooden bat. Let's take a look at his swing and break him down a little bit closer. You know, he gets himself into a real interesting hit. There's a lot of things going on in his swing, but he does get to a good power position. And you can see here he gets through the zone. But what I like is how long that bat stays in the zone. It allows him to cover a lot of the area in the zone. It stays there a long time, and that corrects a lot of mistakes. And the last thing I found really interesting, as you slow it down, you go back and look at him even further, is that back foot's off the ground. You know, you see old footage of Hank Aaron every now and then doing it. But for our generation, the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas used to do this, and that's everything against what you were taught. You know, squash the bug, make sure that back foot's down, all these things. He does the same thing Frank Thomas does, and Frank was probably one of those 7 powers you were talking about. So this kid does have special pop, special talent, but I got to give him a lot of credit for going and proving I can hit with a wood bat. You want me to go show you? He did it.
It looks like he's almost jumping out of